Well, this is the judge's order on defendant Mizkif's motion to dismiss. And if you were paying attention, I pointed out earlier that it looks way different than Mayahiga's. You see how hers says order granting and this one says order on defendant? This is how I knew shit is about to go left for him. And when it went left, I was like, okay, it's about to go way left. And it could be a small thing or a big thing, but you know, it has a similar intro. But when you scroll down, you see this. Mizkif's motion should be granted in part and denied in part. And you like, which part is getting granted? Which part is going to get denied? What did the judge think of everything that was presented? Now, to be fair, the judge pretty much agreed with all the evidence that was getting thrown out for Mayahiga. It was getting thrown out for Mizkif too. And that's right here, you know, the affidavit of Kyle Alexander, where he saw Mayahiga saying that stuff, was overruled. But pretty much everything else was sustained. So the judge was like, hey, the same rules applied to Mayahiga is going to be the same rules that apply to Mizkif, right? So we keep going. The court finds that defendants, have demonstrated the free speech applies to plaintiff's claims. Plaintiff's remaining causes of action against defendant, which is Mizkif, are defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. We have the no big deal. We have that statement and the statement made on September 23, 2022, which was also defamatory, the grope and sear. Now, if you remember, when I first started covering this, I said, hey, that's sexual misconduct. If she did sexual misconduct, was she charged of sexual misconduct? And everyone was like, nope. Everyone was like, no, she wasn't. And then what did I say? I said, well, then that's defamatory. And y'all was like, no, but she groped him. She admitted to it. And what happened was people ran with it. People ran that with the fact that she did it. Like this video right here exists.
Okay, there's also a deeper issue here that I've noticed with this Adriana Lee girl, all right? And I know this because there's an instance where she messaged this guy named Sear, and I wonder if we have the tweet, Sear, Adriana. She sent him a text here.
And this was in the court docs, right? Hey, I was just informed what I did, how I acted on Saturday. I just want to apologize if I made you uncomfortable in any way, and that was never my intention. All the best. Heart, he said it's all good. Okay, and this is in reference to Mizkif's allegations of Adriana's sexual, essay and Sear. Destiny showed a text between them on stream establishing resolution. And shout out to my man Dust. I see the super chat. I'm going to get to it. Don't worry about trying to get him to like the stream. They Miz kids.
His name is Vincent Sear. She said, hey, I was just informed on what I did / how I acted on Saturday. I just want to apologize if I made you uncomfortable in any way. That was never my intention. All the best. And he said, it's all good. So this girl, to me at least, looks like she has a history of getting blackout drunk and not knowing what the fuck she's doing, which is really bad. So the fact that people need to tell her what happened is like the first sign of like, hey, I gotta figure my shit out, because now, and apparently she said, like, I don't want to say she assaulted Sear, but apparently she was groping him and touching him in ways that he didn't want to be touched. And
you see how this just gets echoed and it gets amplified, if you will. And as a result of it get amplified, you have this lawsuit and grope and sear, right? So what did the court say? Let's get back to the court docs. The court finds that Adriana cannot establish a clear, specific evidence prima facie case for the essential element of her defamation claim as to the foregoing September 10th, 2021 statement. So that's the no big deal statement. So what about the September 23rd, 22 statement? You like, ooh, separate. The court finds that plaintiff cannot establish clear and specific evidence for a case for essential elements of her intentional infliction of emotional distress claim. You like, okay, it looks like a win. All right, but this one right here, this is the bomb. The court further finds that Adriana Lee has established by clear and specific evidence of a prima facie case for each essential element of her defamation claim as to the foregoing September 23rd, 22 statement, which means the court believes Adriana has a solid case for defamation based on Mizkif saying, the only time I ever did not want to hang out with Adriana is when we went to 6th Street and she was groping Sear. And it was very effing weird, and we stopped hanging out with her, and that was it. The court finds that statement alone is clear and specific evidence for each essential element of her defamation claim. You like, damn. Tough. This is tough, right? This is tough. It is further ordered in, that defendant's motion is hereby granted to plaintiff for defamation claims against Mizkif for the September 10th statement, and that the claim is dismissed with prejudice. But that's the September 10th statement. It is further ordered and adjudged that defendant's motion is hereby granted as to plaintiff's intentional infliction of emotional distress, dismissed with prejudice. But here's the other bomb. Here's the bomb. It is further ordered and adjudged that defendant's, which is Mizkif's motion, is hereby denied as to Adriana Lee's defamation claim against Mizkif and his company regarding the September 23, 2022 statement, and that claim remains pending before the court. So damn, him and the company are still on the hook for that statement. Are we going to talk settlement? Are we talking settlement? Because they didn't throw everything in the kitchen sink at her, and that claim that her groping Sear is still here. And if you go back to my very first time where I said, hey, did he defame her? Y'all brought that up. Y'all said it was true. Well, we didn't get a sworn statement from Sear saying that he was groped. Only thing we saw was a text message that said it was no big deal. Any sworn statement after here I don't even know how you would not think is coerced or reactionary from Sear, who is also a member of OTK. So what is Mizkif going to do? We can keep going. It's further ordered and adjudged that Mizkif and his company can seek attorney fees related to the motion. That request may be sent to the judge. It's inconsequential considering he's still on the hook. He's still on the hook for potentially defamation. So he can get lawyer fees for the intentional infliction of emotional distress, the torturous business interference, the fraud, fighting all that, but he can't get it back from this statement for defamation. So now, what is the path moving forward? I don't know. I don't know what Mizkif is going to do. He can leverage OTK is looking for money from Adriana Lee, and I requested their new motion, but it was a private call. Y'all keep trying to say it was there's nothing private about it. It's on the internet. It's on the internet with 1 million views. It's not getting tossed out. It's literally the only thing that's holding her in this lawsuit is the call. So what do you guys suspect he should do? Should he settle? Should he fight? Should he try to get a statement from Sear saying that he was groped, even though it has yet to come up at all? And it could have came up, I've been covering it since March. Did she prove loss of income? I mean, this stuff is subjective. She showed a dip, but she also showed a rise. The fact of the matter is the courts think that she has a clear and specific evidence for a case for each essential element of her defamation claim. For him saying this statement right here. The only time I did not want to hang out with Adriana is when we went to 6th Street and she was groping Sear and it was very effing weird and we stopped hanging out with her. And that was it. Damn. What do you guys think, man? And that's where we're at here. Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right.